about us. It's about making the world better. And when you make the world better, you have to put in that work, that action. And I'm a Sagittarius stellium, and I'm all about that action, baby. So sometimes you just gotta fight through. Like, this is for us. This is for us as a whole. Like, we need each other. We can learn from each other. And this is the next video in my series. Like, if you haven't watched my other videos on what the zodiac signs can teach you, you need to go watch the videos. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do mine. Okay, it's my turn right now. I'm gonna do mine, and I'm not gonna be biased. I'm coming from a true Sagittarius perspective. These are the things that a Sagittarius can teach you. How to be positive, period. Like, duh, okay, how to be positive, how to not think so negative, how to not be so depressed. Matter of fact, how to tell depression to get the hell out of your face, okay? Like, to hell with it. You can really learn from that Sag energy. Like, you can learn from Jupiter to expand, to look at the bigger picture, to look past your pain. Like, ooh, hold on. I am hot. So you can learn from Sagittarius energy to look past your pain. And when you look past your pain, you done already conquered it. You done already conquered whatever you look past your pain. Like, Sagittarius advises you and tries to show you in everything that they do. Like, a Sagittarius is always trying to, wherever the placement is, especially a Sag stellium, especially a Sagittarius moon, they're going to be uplifting. And it may seem like we brushing you off. Like, it may seem like it, but we only just want the best for you, because we can see so far. Like, we can see so far past your problem. We can see, like for instance, if my best friend comes to me with a problem, right? Like, I'm hurting for her and all that. Like, I can be detached, but I'm not so detached to the point where I'm not thinking about her. So she can come to me with an issue, and so I'm automatically feeling her pain, because I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm dying inside. But because my Sag energy, Jupiter energy is so positive, it is uncomfortable being negative. We're uncomfortable being negative. And when you are uncomfortable being negative, you have no choice but to be positive. You know, you have no choice but to be positive, and that's our energy. Like, we don't have a choice but to be positive. Like, if we're negative, it feels like it feels really bad, because we're not living in our truth. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for negativity. So if my best friend comes to me with an issue, and she's telling me something, and it's hurtful for her, or it's hard for her, and I understand that, I can empathize with her, but at the same time, I'm thinking, I already see her smiling. Like, even though she's like upset right now, or crying right now, or angry right now, like, I see her smiling in, like, next week, I see her smiling. That's Sag energy. That's the energy that it's very intuitive, and that's the energy that Sagittarius, that's the lesson that Sagittarius teaches us, is to expand, is to look on the brighter side, to be positive. If you are teachable, you have to be teachable. And that's a part of Sag energy, is being teachable. When you're optimistic, you are automatically teachable, because you have already looked so far ahead that you know that your circumstance now, that it's something that you have to learn in between that time. That's automatic. That you're automatically allowing yourself to be teachable. Therefore, you're automatically loving yourself, so that you can grow. And you cannot grow without loving yourself. And you can't love yourself if you think you know everything. So that's the faith that the Sagittarius have. Like, have faith. Be positive. Keep a positive mind. Not saying the Sagittarius is always positive. Like, I have my moments. Like, it'd be hard, y'all. It be so hard. Like, I be down. Sometimes I be so down, like, I can't even, like, I'm like, I be confused about my Sag energy. I'm like, Sag energy, where you at, sis? Where you at? Like, show up. Like, I need you right now. But once I come out of that, once I pull myself out of that, along with me pulling all the other people that I come in contact with out of theirs, because that's what we do. You can learn to be positive and spread positivity to others. That's what Sagittarius teaches you, if you allow yourself to be taught. So when I come out of that, I'm able to see why I needed to be in it in the first place, to remind myself of who I am and the power that I exude, the power that Sagittarius energy exudes. And so if you're a water sign or an earth sign, you may not understand that because you're so grounded. You're so grounded in your ways. And Sagittarius is mutable, so they can change very, very easily because they're also learning. They're allowing themselves to change. They're allowing themselves to grow. Change has to happen in order for growth to occur, and Sagittarius naturally allows that to happen, and that's why they just are the best when it comes to Jupiter, because Jupiter expands and it allows for them to be lucky. It allows for opportunities to come their way because they wasn't so down about it, because they did come out of it. They did look past the negativity out into the positivity, despite of what the negativity looked like. That's the faith of a Sagittarius, and that's the faith that you can learn, and that you can learn to look at things in a better light so that you can obtain more. Because if you spend 10 years depressed and not taking to consideration the Sagittarius energy is positive. So if you're just always depressed and down and you're never looking at the broader side, you wasted so much time. And like I said, Sagittarius energy is all about that action. So if you're wasting time, you're not doing anything with your time. Like you're not making any type of moves. And that's what Sagittarius can teach you. That's what Sagittarius is teaching me. Like, I'm still learning about myself and learning about the people around me and so many beautiful things, because I'm allowing myself to be taught. And that's the natural Sagittarius energy. We allow ourselves to be taught. We're constantly looking. We're constantly searching for something bigger. And that's why a lot of Sagittarius become great, and they're looked at like wow. And I'm not just saying this because this is my home, this is my energy, this is where I'm at home, but I'm saying this because it's something that is beautiful, and we can be looked at like, oh, she's all over the place, just like Gemini. That's our opposites. Like, she's all over the place. She doesn't know what she wants. She's doing this, she's doing that. And a lot of Sagittarius can be multi-talented because they're allowing themselves to learn. Like, they're allowing themselves to be taught. They know that they don't know everything. They're constantly searching for everything. And when you're searching for everything, that's a positive outlook. You have something to look forward to. Like, have something to look forward to. Have something to look forward to. I know it can be bad. Like, especially like the water signs and the earth signs, like it can be like your emotions can take, and this is where the detachment of the Sagittarius comes in, like the emotional detachment. But it's like the water signs and earth signs, their emotional attachment to like things and people can really mess with their positivity, and they can be really depressed. They can become really depressed and not know their place in the world because they haven't allowed themselves to be open to other things, and they feel stuck. And Sag energy don't like to feel stuck, and the way that you cannot feel stuck is by allowing yourself to know that there's more. There's always more. So when if I allow myself to be like, okay, I done learned all I need to learn. I don't know all I need to learn. I know all I need to know. You know, can't nobody tell me nothing. You know, I'm hot-headed like that. You know, Sag can be, an unevolved Sag can be hot-headed like that. They can think they know everything. Like, we can go through that. And we don't know everything. And our natural energy knows that we don't know everything. And when we feel like we do, we don't manifest the things that we want, because it's not a part of what we're here for. We're here to spread positivity. We're here to help people get to the positive things that we already see, that we already know that they can be manifested, not just with a thought or a feeling, but with action, with the action of going towards something in a positive light. So that is what can be learned. That is what Sagittarius energy teaches you. Like, it's a beautiful energy, and it makes me feel beautiful. It makes me feel more confident in myself, because Sagittarius is a free spirit, and we can be seen just like Aquarius, you know, a little weird, you know, a little out there, you know. But in order to be a messenger, we have to be out there. We have to be out there, because we have to explore these things, so that you all can know that there are things to be explored. There are things that are positive waiting for you after the storm. And I'm telling myself this too while I'm talking. Like, this is amazing. And like, just learn. You can really learn so many things from the Sagittarius. You can achieve so many things from the Sagittarius energy when you're looking towards the future, a positive future. A positive future. You can learn so much, and you can achieve so much just by knowing that a nice future, a good future awaits you. That's manifestation. That's the manifestation. That's the luck of Jupiter. That is the luck of Sag energy. Like, it comes because we know. It happens because we know. It may not happen when we want it to, but it happens when we are living within our truth, and we're living within that the freedom to be, like, basically we have the freedom to be positive. Some people don't feel like they have the freedom to be positive. Some people are more comfortable in the negative, in the negative emotions, and that's why we all need each other, because each sign in astrology does something to help one another. Like, we can all benefit from one another, and that's what Sag energy wants you to see, is that we can all benefit from one another, and you can learn from the Sagittarius to benefit from one another, to be positive, to know that there's more, to know that there's always more to learn, to know that you don't know everything, to search, to find, to be positive, to look past that negative cloud that's hanging over your head. It's dark right now, but the Sagittarius can see that the sun is right above the damn cloud that's hanging over your head. But because you're so in a emotional, or seeing things in a negative light, you don't have that type of faith because of certain placements in your chart or whatever like that. You don't have the type of faith that the Sagittarius had. Like, a Sagittarius can have a cloud over his head, and we can be like crying, like we can be like just like angry, we can be depressed, we can be stressed, but somehow, like, we can still see the sun peeking through that cloud. We can still see the sun peeking through that cloud. And if you can just allow yourself to still see that positive energy peeking through that heavy dark cloud that's hanging over your head, you can go so far. You can go so far. Allow the Sagittarius energy to teach you. We are the teachers of the zodiac. We are the teachers of the zodiac. And we're all about higher learning. You can learn through so many things. There's one way, is one really good way to do something, but the Sag energy know that there's a million and a gazillion, and then there's other unknown ways that we can do that same thing, and we can still achieve the same thing that we're trying to achieve. It's about expansion. It's about positivity. It's about seeing beyond what you feel, seeing beyond your circumstances. It's about having faith in what you believe and what you see, yourself doing. Like, we can see ourselves achieving things. You know, that's manifestation. You can learn it's manifestation. Yes, 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 yes. You, a Sagittarius, can teach you how to manifest. You guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. You know, that's my home. You know, Sag is my home. And I had to touch base on that. Coming from a Sag stellium, I'm a Sag moon, I'm a Sag sun, my Mercury is in Sag, my Mars is in Sag. I have to get down to the nitty gritty, okay? We have to dive deep into these things, because that is how we are going to heal as a whole. We have to help one another. We have to inform one another. And I am one of the informants, okay? I will see y'all in the next video of this series.